What's up, everybody? This is Scott Hawksworth at recordingexcellence.com. This is my second video for the recordingexcellence.com YouTube channel. And today I wanted to talk about something that it seems pretty simple. It seems pretty intuitive maybe to some people, but I think it's something that's often overlooked. And what that is treating your home studio as though it's a professional studio. Now, I know some of you might be running almost a professional studio from home. You may have clients, you may have friends and family members that come over and like to record with you, and whereas others might have a less professional studio. It may just be you, a microphone and a computer and a guitar, and you may just casually say, oh, I'm bored on a Thursday night, I want to record something. No matter what skill level you are at when it comes to recording and mixing and mastering, no matter what skill level you're at in music, treating everything you do in the studio, in your studio, as though you're doing it in a professional studio can only help you. Now, I know you may be wondering, okay, well, how does this help? Well, how this helps is it can keep you more efficient and more effective and really drive everything you're doing to be as good as you can make it. So how this kind of makes sense to me when I think about it is, consider just the facts of a recording studio. If you go in and you go into a professional studio, you generally will pay, sometimes for the hour, and that could be hundreds and hundreds of dollars depending on the studio. And you go in there, and if you're in a band, you already go in with your songs written. They already have, hopefully, an idea of the kind of sound they're trying to achieve. And they know that, okay, we spent a couple $100s or whatever it is for this time, and we know we have to just boom, 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 bang out the tracks. We need to be efficient. We need to, can't waste too much time with retakes and messing around with ideas and all these kinds of things. So if you apply that to your home studio, that can make you more efficient. I know one of the things that I've struggled with before is not having this philosophy and sitting around and saying, oh, this might sound nice, or sitting down to record a song, and then I might start with a part, a vocal part, and say, oh, this is fine, and then I want to try something differently, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, is the game on? See what's going on with the game. Next thing you know, before I know it, I've spent hours and hours trying to work on this one song, and I haven't gotten very far. And in fact, maybe I've even made myself frustrated because I've bounced around too much, and I've worked on this part or that part, and I've wasted time. It can apply to other ways. If you don't treat your studio as though it's like professional, as though your time is valuable, then you might never record that one song that you've got kicking around in your head and you wanna get down, but you just never get around to it. Whereas if you treat it like a professional studio and say, okay, Wednesdays from 7 to 9, that's my recording time. I sit down, I've got 2 hours, I'm just gonna get everything I want done, or I can get done at that point in time. That's a great way to be efficient. That's a great way to be effective. It can also, there's other ways you can treat your home studio, no matter how simple it is, like it's a professional studio. How you treat your equipment. Even if it's the cheapest microphone or cheapest guitar or cheapest audio interface or whatever it is, treat it, keep it clean, keep it immaculate, put it away in a nice neat box. Don't just leave it lying around. These are the kinds of things that can help extend the life of your equipment. These are the kinds of things that I think can help you respect the value of your equipment, even if it's not top of the line or the most expensive thing. These are all things that I think can contribute to a mentality of your studio that makes it more like a professional studio. Now, a home studio is never going to be a professional studio. It's just a fact. professional studios are designed for one thing only. Home studios, you can add acoustic treatments, you can buy better equipment, but they never quite get to what a studio, which is a space designed all exclusively for recording, can get. That doesn't mean that that's not something you can strive for. Bottom line, try to treat your home studio like it's professional. Set a schedule. Get a calendar for your studio. Treat your equipment better. Go in, value your own time. If you do all these things, you may find that you are more effective in your recording. And you may find that, hey, all of a sudden, when it took you days and days or weeks or whatever the case may be to get one track done, all of a sudden you're getting multiple tracks done in a couple hours. So that's really the one tip I had for today and the one discussion I wanted to have. If you have any feedback, questions, comments, or even if you just disagree and say, no, I want to treat my studio like it's a home studio and I don't really care to treat it like it's professional or even mentally, please comment in the YouTube comments below, or give me a shout on Twitter or Facebook. And thanks again for all my subscribers. And happy recording.